Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 18 franchise mode with your Quebec Nordiques. Yes, we are back here again to do the 2021 off-season, including the 2021 NHL entry draft and the 2021 NHL free agency. Last episode, we went through the 2021 NHL playoffs, and unfortunately, we made it all the way to the finals, which was awesome. But we lost in 5 games to Alexander Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals. So Ovi finally got his Stanley Cup championship. Congratulations to him. He definitely deserves it, that's for sure. But unfortunately, we missed out. We were 3 wins away from a Stanley Cup victory, and we just couldn't do it. So now we are going into the entry draft. There are a few things we need to look at first. If we just take a look at our contracts, there's a lot of key players we need to sign back to this roster. We have just under $5 million of salary cap space. We need to re-sign Korpisalo, Dylan Larkin, Jonas Brodin, Nick Ritchie, Kevin Shattenkirk, Andrei Burakovsky, Ryan Spooner, and Elias Anderson. They are all players on our roster. There's a couple of other ones down here, like Tierney and Watson, but these are all the key guys that definitely need to be signed before next season. So, well, most of them anyway. What I'm thinking is, some of these guys don't want extensions. I want to bring Ritchie back. So essentially, I want to bring Korpisalo back. I want to bring Larkin back. I want to bring Brodin back. I want to bring Ritchie back. I want to bring Spooner and Anderson back. Burakovsky and Shattenkirk are 2 players that I don't mind getting rid of. Shattenkirk, I'm not going to be able to pay him the money that he wants, and I think it's better that we maybe trade him now and try and get something for him. And the same with Burakovsky. He's a restricted free agent, so the other team could go and get something from him. We just essentially want to try and get whatever we can for one of these 2 players. I know we're not going to be able to get a huge amount. There might be some other players that are running out of contracts that we can take up. But, yeah, I'm thinking that we need to go for one of these 2 to go. Because I'm not going to have the salary cap to be able to afford all of them. Especially because, for example, it doesn't say how much money they're on now. But these guys are going to... Elias Anderson's going to be wanting a bit of a raise. And Ritchie and Larkin's probably going to be wanting a bit of a raise as well. So I think it's best if we go into the NHL entry draft. I'm not sure what draft picks we have. Actually, let's check that before we go into the draft. I always forget. We have a first round pick for this year, so that's good. We could trade that away because we're not going to get a solid player, are we? We got the first round pick from this year. We have the second round pick from this year. Have the third round pick from this year. And I think that's about it. We have the 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th round picks from this year. Oh, we have a 3rd round from Calgary and a 4th round from Calgary as well. So we might be able to trade some prospects, do some stuff. We'll find out. Maybe we can move up in the draft and maybe pick up a decent player for Shattenkirk at our first pick. But anyway, let's go to the NHL entry draft and figure out what we're doing. So we're going to propose a trade. Not necessarily for the first overall pick. I don't think I have enough. Well, I could, but I'd have to get rid of loads of stuff. So, Kevin Shattenkirk is a player I want to get rid of. $4.2 million would be off the books. The Calgary Flames are interested in him. The Montreal Canadiens are interested in him. The Pittsburgh Penguins are interested in him. The Tampa Bay Lightning are interested in him. And the Washington Capitals are interested in him. So we could trade Kevin Shattenkirk to the Capitals. And the Jets are interested in him. But let's go to the Calgary Flames because they have the cap space to be able to afford this change. Are there any players on their roster? I know Dougie Hamilton, his contract is running out this year. Maybe that would be good to look at. Dougie Hamilton, Sam Bennett, Klimchuk, 81 at thingy. No. There's not really anybody there that I want. We want to look at the contracts and like the contracts that people don't have left. Let's try the Canadians because if we can get somebody that's like running out of a contract as well, that would help us out. Petri, Galchenyuk, Bork, Hudon, Dunno, Brendan Gallagher, 83 at 29. His contract runs out this year. Other than that, there's Derek Stepan, but we don't really want him, especially for that much money. No, there's nobody really there that I want from there. We might end up just going for draft picks, but it's good to have a look. Like, why not, you know? Let's take a look at Pittsburgh. Have they got anybody that we'd want? Sedlak, Jake Gensel. I mean, that's a decent pickup. He's a pretty solid player. Timu Pulkkinen. No, not by the looks of it. No, nothing really crazy there. Calvin DeHaan. He could be a solid bottom 6 player for us. And I think if that money's coming off the books, then that would help us quite nicely, actually. Calvin DeHaan, Kevin Shattenkirk, and then if we pick up some draft picks here, because Calvin DeHaan, if he's got 1 year left on that contract, that should come off the books this year, shouldn't it? I think so. So, yeah, how did he do with the team? He's had 32 points before in 80 games. So what I could do is, he could be a good bottom six guy for us. He's an offensive defenseman. Maybe. Okay, we'll keep that one in mind. Who else wanted him? The Tampa Bay Lightning did. Let's take a look if we can get anything for him here. Valimaki, 77 at 22. It's not the best, not the worst. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, 80 at 29. Ryan McDonough, no, too much money. Nikita Kucherov. Oh, Kucherov's contract runs out this year, maybe. Maybe that's next year, I'm not too sure. $8 million. Whew. Andre Schuster, Jake Dotchin, 80 at 27. Does he shoot left? He shoots right. We don't really need any right shots. Nemesnikov, Naz, nobody really there that I'm looking at. I think I need to have that person. The Capitals, let's see who they've got available. Nobody really by the looks of it. Most of their players are kind of locked up long term. Goldobin is a guy that they're willing to get rid of. He's 73 at 22. He was a 4th round pick for them. Evgeny Kuznetsov is a guy that's contract potentially runs out. Matt Niskanen, he's a bit too old for us. Patrick Marlowe's on their roster at 41 years old. Fair play. Does Ovi's contract run out this year? Wow. Maybe we'll have to go pick up Ovi then. Or maybe he's got an extension. Some of these guys that have only 1 year left may have extensions signed. There's nothing really there that I can see. What about Winnipeg? We did kind of oust them in the first round, so... have they got any players? Cole Lind, Haig, no. Jake Morrissey, that would be an awesome pickup for us. Left-handed shot, 86 overall. Okay, so we're kind of asking for a little bit too much there. We could chuck in Slater Kokoek as well. If we then chuck in a 4th round pick, so I know they want that, and Slater Kokoek, because I think they want him as well. Skater's matching the block. Eric Carlson, no. Slater Kokoek, yeah, because he's 80 at 27. If we could get Morrissey on our roster, that would be perfect. They're going to have more. They're going to have too many. This might not work out. Nah, that's not going to work out, I don't think. We'd have to end up giving far too much. So let's just go back and take another look. Patrick Laine, wow. Their top line is basically all 90 rated players. How they're keeping that line... How they're keeping that line together, I have no idea. I mean, Morrissey would be good, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford him. Kyle Connor, he's got 2 years left on his contract, though. I think it's just draft picks we're going to have to go for here. So, Calgary, you're meant to be a champion. You have your 1st round pick of this year. You were in the playoffs, so maybe I could steal a 1st rounder from you. That looks like it could work. And maybe chuck in a 2nd as well, so we just steal all of Calgary's draft picks this year. So Kevin Shattenkirk for Calgary's 1st and 2nd round draft picks for this year's draft. Will that go through? No, it won't, okay? Your contract with Kevin Shattenkirk expires immediately. Okay, fair enough. Can we just get a 2nd for it then? No? Okay. So they're not interested in taking any expiring contracts. Fair dues then. Right, let's just go to our pick then in the draft. Oh, Daniel Sedin for our 1st round pick. Nope, he's far too old for us. Tyler Myers... Tyler Myers, what sort of defenseman he's like? Because it would be good to replace thingy. 83 overall at 31. I mean, that would replace Shattenkirk straight away, but no, I'm not really that interested, actually. Mark-Edouard Vlasic for Petterstrom, and our 2nd round pick of the draft. How good is Vlasic at the moment? He is 87 at 34, but he's only going to drop there, so I might hold off on that. Nicholas Jalmerson, no. So, the 31st... Wow, some elite players going low in the draft as well. So let's take a look at who was drafted 1st overall in this draft. Carter, 80 overall defenseman, medium elite. Sutter, defenseman. Wow, the first 3 picks were defensemen. And they all look like they're NHL-ready defensemen as well. Oh, excuse me. Then a medium elite winger for the Minnesota Wild. An elite sniper, 69. Any more elite players down the list? Yep, a goaltender, 57 overall elite. Another goaltender, another Lucic going to the organisation. Wow, the New York Rangers have a lot of 1st round draft picks. Standard, 67 overall low elite, 59 elite for Shields and Rourke, 65 overall low elite. Let's find a player to draft then, folks. So we've got a top 9 forward there. What do our teams say? So, undrafted, we're meant to have an elite player. So we're not going to draft him yet. That'll be a bit silly. So we've drafted this guy 7 times. He's meant to be a medium top 9 forward. Cole McNeely, 19 years old, scouted him 7 times. Or we could go for Julovic. He played for the... Oh, he played in the SHL last year. 18 years old. He's meant to be a low top 9 forward. Let's do it. Why not? And he's a medium elite. There you go. What a steal. I will sim that pick as well because I want to see who they get. Wow, so the New York Rangers have really stacked up on draft picks. They get a low elite player, Fowler. Who was Fowler? Player info. He's the one... Where did he come from? He was a 64 overall low elite. Okay, so we'll sim to our next pick. We've got our second round pick of the draft now. Chris Tanev, no thank you. Vlasic for Petr Sturman, a third round pick. That's more like it. I mean, he's got 5 years left on that contract though. Maybe. So are there any elite players gone in the second round? Fringe starter elite player here. 62 overall defensive defenseman. That's pretty good. Anyone else up here? Oh, another elite for... Oh, McNeely. Cole McNeely was elite. Okay, so he's 58 overall, medium elite. Wow, okay. So the New York Rangers are drafting awfully. They're missing all the elite potential players. What a surprise. Let's take a look. So, Chung, we've scouted him 3 times. He's meant to be a top 6 defenseman, 2-way defender. Yeah, I think that might be the best way to go. Chung, we've scouted him 3 times. Yeah, let's pick up a defenseman. He is a top 6 defenseman, 55 overall. Good, good. Brendan Connolly, no thank you. Jolmson and a 4th for our first next year. No, Jolmson isn't that good anymore. Hate to let you know. So any elite players gone in the third round? A starting goaltender is gone, so that's pretty good. Starting goaltender in the third round, pretty decent. Nope, no other elite players so far in the third round. So does that mean they're all gone? Oh yeah, we have the 28th and the 31st pick here in the third round. So let's see who we can pick up. So, in the third round... the one that we wanted in the third round is gone. So, if we go... Oh, no, I want to go this one, don't I? If we go 4th round guy... Actually, no, let's go for one of these. Hewitt. Let's get a goaltender. He's a fringe starter, 57 overall. Then bottom 6 forwards for the next 2 draft picks. Then let's see who we get here. Martins, yep. Or we could go Hainsey. Now let's go Martins. He is a medium bottom 6 forward. Okay, so lots of medium bottom 6 forwards going through there. Anybody else? Right, 28th pick of the 4th round. Let's see who we can pick up. We scouted this guy in the 5th round. Are we in the 5th? Oh, we're in the 5th round. Are we in the 5th round? Wait, where are we? We're in the 4th round, so why are we looking at 5th round picks then? Because we can go and pick up Whitney later. Actually, no. No. I was going to say we could do it now. There's no point, actually. So, projected... Oh, these are all 5th round picks then. Okay, interesting. We'll take Whitney then. He is a medium top 9 forward. A low top 9 forward. Wow, he's 63 overall as well. So, we've managed to get a steal there. In the 4th round, I think. He could end up being a solid player. High bottom 6 forward sniper. Scouted 3 times. Bowie, go for it. He is a medium bottom 6 forward, 54 overall. Okay. So we're now getting to the 5th round. The Chicago Blackhawks want our 5th round pick for a 5th and 7th. No, rather not. Tyler Myers for a 1st and a 5th. No. Okay. Oh, a low elite player. Gotcha. Oh, 2 low elite players went one after the other in the 5th round. And any others? Any others? Don't see any. Nope. So 2 low elite players went in the 5th round of the draft. They're 54 and 59 overall respectively, so whether they actually become elite players is to be seen. What I think I should do is I'm going to draft that Lee guy. He's meant to be an exact elite. We've only scouted him 3 times though. He's played in America. Let's see. Oh my god, what a steal! 74 overall, a low elite centre playmaker. He could be ready to play in the league in like 2 years. That is a solid steal in the draft for us. Fair play. Oh, I'm actually really proud with that pick. Good job, me. So anybody else that we've drafted, that we've looked at? Top 6 forward, medium starter. Cizikas. He's meant to be a high top 9 forward. Let's go for the starting goaltender and Simons. Fringe starter at 53 overall. Fair play. And we should have our 7th round pick as well. Jolmson, no, bye. Okay, any steals here in the final round? Oh, a low elite player in Bathgate. Another elite player in McCabe and Jovanovski. So we're getting some elite players going in the 7th round of the draft. Oh, another elite player there, 53 overall. I think I've got the best elite player that isn't in, like, the top 5 or 6. We've actually got a player that probably should have gone in, like, the top 6 or the top 10. We got him all the way in, like, the 5th round. So that's pretty impressive. So here we got here, top 9 forward, undrafted. Yeah, let's go for Coltonen. He is a low top 9 forward. Not too bad. And as the draft comes to an end. So our draft class of 2021 is Julovic, Chung, Hewitt, Martins, Whitney, Bowie, Lee, who looks like he might be a steal, Simons, and Kultanen. So we couldn't send away Shattenkirk or anything like that, so let's take a look. The re-sign phase. How much money have we got to play with here, folks? So, let's take a look. We've got 10 players that we need, 10 restricted free agents, that is. Let's go to contracts, see how much we have to play with. I assume it'll be about 20 mil. 20 mil, maybe something like 30 mil, okay. So, we could get something rolling here by the looks of it. Oh, excuse me. So, let's take it position by position. Dylan Larkin wants a contract. He wants 6 million for 3 years. If I give you... no, you'd want more if we go for longer. Okay, so for 3 years, you want 6.675. Let's see if we can get that number down by about 85%. 5.675. Let's try that. If we can shave $1 million off that, that can help us for another player. So 5.675. He wants to re-sign, so that's good. There you go. Okay, Ryan Spooner, you want a contract? How much you want? I'm not giving you 4 million, son. You can forget about it. 4.060 divided by 100 times 85. That's 3 million. How much does Elias Anderson want? He wants 3 million for a year. Okay, so 3 million for a year. So 3.055 divided by 100 times 85. It's about 2.6 million. Let's go 2.6 million. If not, we can qualify him as an RFA. Oh my god, we're losing all of our guys here by the looks of it. Kreisky, you can be qualified as an RFA. So how are the other guys? So these are all of the other guys. Where is Lee? Here we go. 74 at 20. You're getting a contract, son. You're going to be playing in the AHL next year, buddy. The rest of the centres I'll look at later when I know how much money I've got to spend. Nick Ritchie, he wants a does he want to re-sign? Yeah, he wants a contract extension. That's good. He wants 6.475. 6.475 divided by 100 times 85. About 5.5 million. So we could shave about $1 million off that. That'd be good. So we go 5.550 for 4 years. That'd be good. The rest of them, they're signed pretty well. Ramsey, 82 at 20. Wow. Our first round pick of 2019 looks like he might be on the roster next year, which means that Max Domi is expendable. Definitely. Ramsey, well played. He's been growing. Good lad. I like it. Right wing, we've got Andrei Burakovsky. He's our best right wing. Sam Reinhart, I'm not really happy with how he's played, so we might trade him as well. Palmu and Zierkaus, you can have contracts. Our right wing position is looking a little bit worse for wear, if I'm honest. So maybe we'll take a look at that later. Defense, right. Brodeen, he doesn't want an extension. He wants 5.9. We're going to see if he'll sign for less. He probably won't, because he doesn't actually want to re-sign. If we can get him for just over $5 million, that would help us out. He probably won't want to re-sign for that. If we go 5.1 mil for 3 years. Slater Kokoek, we will offer you a contract. I'm not offering you that much, buddy. Qualify you as an RFA as well. Shattenkirk doesn't want to re-sign, so that's fair enough. Qualify Van der Sompel as an RFA. There you go. Then goalies. Eunice Korpisalo needs another contract. He's the best goaltender of his class. He wants an extension, so he should be able to get 75%. Or 85%, sorry. Times 85. Oh, no, I've done it wrong, I think. No, I've done it wrong. My bad. I don't know what's going on anymore. So, 7.225. No, what have I done? Divided by 100. There we are. $6.2 million or 6.15. We'll try 6.15 because that will shave off $1 million of salary cap space for 6 years. That would be his contract. Okay, so we'll advance a day. We've probably offered a lot of contracts. A lot of money's gone out there. So let's see who resigns with the team and how much salary cap space we have after that. Ramsey, though, he's made his way to the NHL. So, Richie's rejected his offer. Fair enough. Korpisalo's rejected. Larkin's rejected. Brodin's rejected. Lee's accepted. Anderson has rejected. Right, so basically every single player that we wanted to sign there rejected their offers. Okay, perfect. So we have currently... we have $30 million of salary cap space. So let's go first. Okay, so Larkin, you want... Can we just go to $6 million? Shave that much off. Is that fine? Richie, how much do you want? Can we go to $6 million for you? Because then that's $1 million saved between the two of you. That's $12 million gone, so $18 million left. Then goaltenders. Korpisalo, how much do you want? I'm not giving you that much. 6.5 mil I'll give you. There you go. So let's see if that helps. Because if we have Korpisalo in there, I feel like we'll be alright. As long as he doesn't get injured before the playoffs, which of course is bound to happen. But yeah, Ramsey. I'm really actually quite happy with Ramsey. He's doing better than Elias Anderson is. So advance a day. Let's see who resigns. Please resign with me, boys. Right, Richie's back. Korpisalo's rejected. And like, oh my god, can you stop being greedy, please, fellas? I'm giving you a shit ton of money here, guys. The least you could do is be happy with the money that I'm giving you. So, $24 million left in salary cap space. So, Dylan Larkin, I'm going to qualify you as an RFA. I'm going to offer you a bloody contract. Actually, no, I'm going to qualify him as an RFA. Jonas Brodin, he wants 5 mil. If I go 5.5 mil for you. There we go. And then goaltenders. 6.750 is what I'll do, son. So I don't want you going to another team, but I'm not giving you over $7 million if I don't have to. We've got to try and say... I get that people are like, oh, but you're trying to not to spend to the cap. That's not the point. I'm trying to save some money that if we need to make some moves at the deadline, that we have that opportunity. I don't want to be right up against the cap. Korpisalo has rejected the offer. Oh, my God. These bloody money grabbers. Right, Korpisalo, you're getting a $7 million contract, okay? That means we will be at... What? $17 million left in salary cap space. So, $7 million is the highest I'm going. I don't really want to pay how much you want. So, there you go. Larkin, that's fine. Hopefully, he'll grow next year. He wants an extension. So, I'll offer you $6 million. I'll offer you 6.250. Other than that, you're staying as a qualified RFA. Burakovsky, I'll qualify you as an RFA, actually. Because if he comes back, great. If he doesn't, no worries. Jonas Brodin, I'll offer you what you want. Actually, 5.750 should be good. Shattenkirk can walk. Brodin's much better than Shattenkirk, so I'd rather take him. And Korpisalo, we offered a contract. So we are going to be right up against the cap if all of these players sign. We're going to need to bring in some younger guys. Luckily, Ramsey's on a lower contract, and he's looking like he could be a top 6 guy next season. We can trade away Max Domi. Thank you, Korpisalo. Thank you, Dylan Larkin. Right, so Brodin has rejected the offer again. Who are the pending free agents? If we can find a solid pending defensive free agent, Jonas Brodin is the top pending defensive free agent. So we need to sign him. Otherwise, our defensive core is going to take a massive step back from last year. Okay, so we're a couple of days away from free agency popping up. Brodin doesn't want a contract extension, but he's on our first defensive pair. What wouldn't he want? $12 million. Actually, we can just go where we just were, can't we? Well, we'll do it from here. Brodin, I'm going to offer you $6 million for 3 years, son. So that means we'll have $6 million of salary cap space left. Ryan Spooner, we're not offering a contract. Elias Anderson, you need a contract. $3 million for a year would be great, if that's all right with you, son. And then Shaw. Now he wants a one-way contract. Austin Watson. If these guys want one-way contract. Chris Tierney, I would like to keep you. $1 million one-way would be nice. Tyler Pitlick, I thought you were all right, but you want too much money. Nikitin, hopefully he might be an 80 overall next season. Probably not, but we'll find out. Andrew Kopp. He wants a one-way contract. Rob O'Gara. Rob O'Gara we can sign. He'll be good in the AHL. So, let's see if Elias Anderson re-signs, because we need Anderson back. If he doesn't re-sign to that contract, we'll qualify him as an RFA. Then we can match whatever offer. We want Brodin back, because an 87 and a 93 on the first pair would really help us out. So if we advance a day here, let's see who resigns. Elias Anderson resigned with the team. Perfect. Brodin has rejected the offer. Okay. Tierney is back. O'Gara doesn't want to come back. Van der Sompels, Cowles, Elias Anderson, Palmer. Okay, so a lot of guys that we sort of qualified as RFAs. We need Jonas Brodin back. How much salary cap space do we have to work with here? $9 million. Okay. So I think we've got enough. How much does Shattenkirk actually want? He wants 5 million. No, I'm not going for 5 million. Okay. I'm going to go 6.250 million. Yeah, $6.250 million on you, Brodin. I need you to come back to this team. Otherwise, we're not going to play very well. So, if you could come back, that would be great. Thanks, bud. So, we've qualified Burakovsky as an RFA. Another team will probably want to pick him up. Ryan Spooner, he wants far too much money for my liking. We've got Elias Anderson that can take his place. He'll be a second-line centre at this point. I would have liked to have kept Spooner, but he's asking for too much money. Any guys down here? Nikitin, you're fine. Does anybody want an extension down here? Kreisky does. Well, we're qualifying him. We'll qualify Olsen as an RFA as well. Unsigned players, back to contract. So, unsigned players. No. Actually, Tom earns 70 at 21 is pretty decent. The rest of you aren't really that good. So, 64 at 19, yeah. Excuse me. Guess you can have a contract. The rest of you, nah. You've not really lived up to the hype, really. Except for you guys. You guys have the chance to live up to the hype. So, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Continue. Yep, once you reach the free agency phase, these players will be available for any team to sign. That's kind of the point. So, let's advance another day. Brodin's probably going to reject the contract offer. We have given him more money that he asked for, but we do have Dylan Larkin back. We have Elias Anderson back. He's rejected the offer. Colbert's back. Kreisky's back. Tom Ernst is back. Okay. So, free agency is here, ladies and gentlemen. Jonas Brodin is not back with the team, which means we're looking for his replacement. Jake Gardner, 84 overall. Brodin has 2 teams interested in him. He wants 3 years. Let's try and offer him another contract here. Go 6.50. That's the highest I'm going to offer him. 6.50. So that means we have about $3.3 million left. Are there any players that are super high overalls? Oh, Hendricks. Oh, some of these guys are elite players. But they're not really elite players, let's be honest. Burakovsky on the wing. Do we have any better overall players for the right wing? James Neal and Gustav Nyquist. Maybe we put in a bid for one of these guys. We can't need the first line guy. James Neal would be better. Because we don't really want an 83 rated guy. Because, well, we've got Reinhardt. Ah, here's something we want to do. Trade Max Domi. We could free up some cap space by trading away a couple of guys. So, proposed trade. Max Domi, thank you for everything you've done for this team, but you know how it goes, buddy. It's a results business, and unfortunately, you didn't prove to be very good this year for us. So if you take a look at the players we've got on the wing, got Taylor Hall, Ritchie, Ramsey, Sveshnikov. You're 5th on our depth list now, son. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to you. And that will free up a load of cap space. We can send him back to Boston, where we got him from. Oh, who's upset? Brad Marchand is upset. Oh, wow. Right wingers, they have absolutely nobody. That's helpful. Defensemen, who have they got? Defensemen, they have Charlie McAvoy. Jared Cowan's really bad. Nicholas, no. Nah, nobody really there. So their left wingers, they've got Brad Marchand really upset, but he's 33. Lehkonen, Bertsky. Oh, so they've got Sven Bertsky today. Emerson. Oh, Matt Nieto went to Boston. Was that part of a deal? I can't remember. All right, no worries. Let's find another team that's interested in Max Domi. We've already traded enough with the Calgary Flames. Carolina Hurricanes. What right wingers you got? Nothing. Okay, well, that's not really helpful for me, is it? We need a team that has enough salary cap space. Florida. You don't have anybody either. Where's all the right wingers? Where have all the right wingers gone? Tyler Toffoli, 84 at 29 years old. He is a... What would he be? A second line guy? First line guy? Probably second, isn't it? Second line forward. Okay. We kind of need that first line guy, though, don't we? Minnesota. Who have you got? Nobody really. Oh, another Ramsey. The New Jersey Devils. Nino Niederreiter. Wow, where are all the right wingers in this game? The New York Rangers. Hello, boys. How are you? Kevin Hayes. No, thank you. Who else we got? Oh, the San Jose Sharks are interested. Timo Meier, 84 at 24 years old. He is a second-line forward, 9th overall pick in 2015. He still has the chance to grow. He's actually better overall than Max Domi is. Let's just keep it up. Tarasenko, don't think there's a hope in hell of us picking up Tarasenko. The Canucks, do you have anybody? Cole Palmieri, no. Anybody else? The Anaheim Ducks were interested. You got anybody? Corey Perry, nope. Jakob Silfverberg, no. Boston, no. Calgary, did you have anybody of interest? Not particularly. Wow, there are really no... Right, so we're going to go for Timo Meier. Let's see if we can get this trade going. So, Timo Meier. So, Max Domi for Timo Meier. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay, maybe not then. Who's another team that are interested in him? Tampa. Tampa got Kucherov, of course. Has he got 1 year left on his contract? Yeah. Oh, right. He signed a contract extension. Fair dues. Any left wingers of interest? Oh, of course. We can look at defensemen as well, can't we? Andre Palat's at 87. Nice. Victor Hedman. Tyler Myers. Yeah. Mikhail Sergachev. Andre Schuster. Sergachev would be quite nice, but I don't think we'll get him. Tyler Myers would be quite nice as well. Maybe we could do that then. Max Domi for Tyler Myers. Will that go through? Nope. Okay. So let's keep looking at defensemen that are around in Vancouver. Any defensemen of interest? Tanev. He's 84 overall. He's a right-handed shot. Ben Hutton. 83 overall. That would replace Shattenkirk. So maybe do that. So Max Domi for Ben Hutton. Actually, no, he's getting paid more money. So I'd rather take a bit of a pay cut here. Tanev would be good. He's a defensive defenseman. Shoots right. He's 31 years old. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Max Domi for Christopher Tanev. Will that go through? Nope. Okay, fair dues. Let's go to Anaheim then. We've got to try and make a trade here. Cam Fowler is up on the trade block. Oh, Larson. 83 overall. Low elite player. I like this. Left-handed shot. Two-way defenseman. Let's go for this guy. Max Domi for Johan Larsson. Will that go through? No. Okay, let's chuck in a draft pick. Let's chuck in a draft pick. Or we could chuck in Slater Kokoek as well if you want. Do you want Coco as well? Actually, no. Let's keep Kokoek because we actually want to sign him to a contract at some point. Let's go for a 4th round pick. So Domi and a 4th rounder for Larsson. Will that go through? There you go. Perfect. Jacob Larsson. Welcome to the team, son. Sorry we had to trade away Max Domi, but it's a business. It's a business decision here, folks. So if we view our contracts again, so we have a slight amount more of salary cap to deal with, but we get ourselves a defenseman. $11 million of salary cap space. We've offered out a contract to Thingamabob. Sam Reinhart didn't really live up to the hype, did he? He's meant to be a first-line forward. We got him in a trade. We could try and trade him away as well for maybe a first or second line right winger. That would be good. Or we could just free up the cap space to be able to sign Neil or whoever the other one was. So Sam Reinhart, let's have a look. He's a low elite player. We've got lots of low elite players. 25. He's earning $5 million for the next year. How has Reinhart actually played for this team? Let's actually have a look at that, shall we? So he got 45 points last year, 44 and 46 the year before that. So he's very much a point every 2 game kind of player. Let's find, because we've made a trade with Anaheim, haven't we? Boston, would you like Sam Reinhart? I want one of your decent players in exchange, though. So a right winger would be better. We've got a bit more trade value to work with here. Carolina, you don't have anybody, do you? No. Any other... Columbus are interested. You've got Seth Griffith. Wow, okay. That's not too bad. Anybody else interested? Florida, you don't really have anybody, do you? Do you have anybody on the left wing? Jonathan Huberdeau, but he's too much money for us. Too much trade value for us, I should say. The LA Kings, are you interested in him? Tyler Toffoli, any decent left wingers? No, you're an awful team at the moment. The Minnesota Wild, they had a decent pick. They've got Ramsey, that's about it. Wow, some of these teams really do not have any players. The New Jersey Devils, who do you have on the right wing? Zadina, Nino Niederreiter, Cam Atkinson, no. The Rangers, you have Kevin Hayes. What about on the left wing? Chris Kreider and Rick... No. Maybe I'll keep Reinhardt then. Maybe give him another chance. There's Timo Meyer still. He's meant to be a second line forward. He's not really what we want though, is it? We kind of want something better. The St. Louis Blues, Tarasenko obviously. Left wingers, Jaden Schwartz would be nice. But I don't think we're going to really find enough to get that. The Canucks, they had Carl Palmieri and Daniel Sedin, who's 40 years old. He's decided to play another year without his brother. So who did the Anaheim Ducks have again? They had those guys, and on the left wing they had Max Domi, Max Jones. Nah, we're gonna keep Reinhardt. I'm gonna trust that he can jump back up to his overall. We can always trade him at the deadline if he's not producing. So we traded away Max Domi for a defenseman. So we've kind of replaced Kevin Shattenkirk. Brodin, we've tried to sign at 6.5. That means we could go for one of these guys. I'd rather go for James Neal, actually. But he wants 7 years. Oh, no thank you. I'm going to go for the Goose then. Gustav Nyquist will go for $6.5 million for you as well. That makes $13 million in total, doesn't it? We don't quite have that money. But one of them's bound to reject us anyway. So let's see what happens. So we're going to be in the bid for those two guys. We'll advance a couple of days, see what happens. And then we can take a look at the rest of the players on our roster. See if there's any guys we need to re-sign. Okay. And as we hopefully find out today, Nyquist has rejected the offer. Jonas Brodin, thank you so much. He saw that our offer was the best one out there, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to re-sign back with the Nordiques. Good. So we've actually filled up that hole on our roster now, which is really helpful. So David Krejci, Mark Stahl, oh god. Burakovsky wants $5 million. Well, I've qualified him as an RFA, so if a team wants to match that offer, I'll be getting like a first round draft pick, so by all means. Excuse me. So, view contracts. Let's go down the list. Let's go position by position and just double check where we're at. So, in terms of centres, we have Larkin, Anderson, Tierney, Kreisky, as well as Lee. If he manages to jump up a lot over this offseason, he might actually find himself on the roster in year 1, which would be bloody impressive. Left wingers. Taylor Hall, Ritchie, Ramsey, Sveshnikov, and Arl, with Petterstrom and Green in the minors. They're 20 years old, so would have liked them to have grown a little bit quicker. Right wingers, we've got Reinhardt, and that's about it. With Burakovsky, if we get him signed as well. So how much does he want? Does he want that $5 million? I'm not giving you that $5 million, son. So, yeah, we need to find another right winger. Sort of mid-80s right winger would be good. Then defensemen, we have Carlson, Brodin, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hamonic Larsson, Vatanen, Ekholm. Ekholm's dropped massively. I think we need to trade away Matthias Ekholm. Yep. He's earning too much money. I don't think he's going to come back from from 79 overall. If we could trade him, we could maybe pick up another defenseman. We need a solid... If we could get another 90 overall first-line defenseman, that would be ideal. But, of course, we're not going to find that. So, yeah, in terms of our defenseman, Nikitin looks like he might be ready next year. I'm hoping he is. Larson, he could grow up to an 85. So, Ekholm's he's kind of run out here. If we get Slater Kokoek signed as well, then yeah. So, any teams that want Matthias Ekholm, apparently the Calgary Flames want everything up for offer here. The Montreal Canadiens are interested. We don't really want to give up cap, though, do we? The Pittsburgh Penguins, do they have a defenseman that we can take from them? Schultz, Oli Marder. Oh, this is good. Schultz. McLeod. 77 overall at 20 years old. It's a right-handed shot, though. Oli Marta might be quite good. He's earning slightly more. That wouldn't be a bad trade, actually. I mean, it would work for us. They'd shave off some salary cap space as well. So, Matthias Ekholm for Oli Marta. Will that go through? Nah, okay, that's fair enough. Chris Letang's their only decent defenseman at the moment. That McLeod guy looks quite good, but let's actually try that McLeod guy. Why not? He shoots right. Doesn't matter. Nah, they'd be over the league salary cap, so we'd have to take it down. We'd have to... Could we retain, like, half the salary? We retained like $1.150 million of his salary. Would that help? No. So if we take off the salary, is there another player that's sort of underperforming for them that we can just take as a cap hit? Let's have a look. So, salary. So, we need to shave off about $2 million, don't we? Joe Morrow, would that add to it? Yep. And then we could retain, like, $7.50 million of salary cap space. Apparently, that's... I don't think that's too much, though, so... They're not over the league salary cap now, though, are they? So if we go $1 million of his salary... They're not going to be over the cap, though, are they? Oh, my God. Okay, so if we take $1.5 million of the salary... No, okay, so this isn't going to work. So, bye-bye, Pittsburgh. Not interested. Would be nice if Ekholm jumped back up to an 83, but I'm not expecting it, you know? Okay, Tampa. Got Hedman, Schuster... Myers, yeah, they've got Tyler Myers, of course. Mikhail Sergachev would be perfect, obviously. Jake Dotchin, he is a right-handed shot. Why do they all have to be right-handed shots? What about Vegas? Who have they got on the defense? John Merrill, okay. Mark Mathot, no, they don't really have a very good group. Washington are interested. Who have they got on the back end? Carlson, Madison Bowie. Johansson, 78 at 23. He could grow to an 80 overall. Top 6 defenseman. First round pick of 2016. Lucas Johansson. Maybe that's a good pickup. Yeah. Okay. That shaves a bit of salary cap off for us as well. Maybe we can pick up another skater matching the block. That might work. We can pick up a prospect. Goldobin, 77 at 23. Okay, so Matthias Ekholm for Johansson and Goldobin. Will that go through? No, okay, we'll take out Goldobin. Will that go through? Interesting, okay. Can we chuck in a prospect or something? Skaters matching the block. Arl? I mean, no, we kind of want to keep Arl, don't we? I can't really think of anybody else to get rid of, though. So we don't have our 4th round pick from this year's draft, do we? No. Let's trade away our 5th round pick from this year's draft. So Ekholm and a 5th rounder for Johansson and a 4th rounder. Will that go through? No, okay. So we take out the 4th rounder. Will that help? Oh, excuse me. With the 5th rounder. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay, so maybe that won't work. Okay, well we'll wait till the start of the season to see if we can trade Ekholm away then. Maybe do that next episode before the season starts. Maybe he'll jump back up. So we've got $6 million left. Dustin Byfuglien is a defenseman available. Mark Stahl, I'm not giving him that much money. Wow, some of these players are 80 overall and they want $4 million. Not happening, fellas. Calvin DeHaan, yeah, his contract did run out, but he wants $5 million. Sorry, mate, not happening. Jimmy Vesey, 80 overall. Oh, the right wingers here. Hinostrosa. So, we didn't get Thingamabob. Burakovsky, Yakupov. Lindholm, 83 overall. No, I'm not really liking the look of that. Pontus Aberg. Yeah. I mean, we don't really have that top first-line winger. He's a 3rd scoring line winger. Maybe. Don't really know. Leo Komarov, 81 overall. Hinostrosa. Hinostrosa, 3rd scoring line forward. Jimmy Vesey, no. I mean, Hinostrosa wants less money. Zach Hyman. Are there any players that actually have the potential to grow from all this stuff? Lindholm and Burakovsky do. Maybe we just try and keep Burakovsky then. Because, yeah, I mean, if we keep him, then our right wing position is a lot more shored up. And we've qualified him as an RFA. We can match the contract if there's any need to. Okay, we'll do that then. So, Tanner Pearson for our 1st round pick of this year's draft. Let's have a look. Tanner Pearson, he's a left winger, 83 overall. No, thank you. I'm not trading a 1st overall pick for an 83 overall player. Not happening. Mark Pissick for our 1st round pick. So, I need to check my defensive core again, actually. 83 overall. Nah, too much money for my liking. Okay, so let's just check our roster again. View contracts. We've got 16 contracts ending soon. Qualified Kokoek as a RFA. $6 million of salary cap space available to play with. So, centres. We've got Larkin, Anderson, Tierney, and maybe Lee, depending on how far he grows. If not, we could give Kreisky the go, depends. Left wingers, we've got Hall, Ritchie, Ramsey, Sveshnikov, and that's about it. So that's fine. That's our 4 wingers sorted. Then right wingers, we've got Reinhardt, hopefully Burakovsky, and nothing much else. Defensemen, we've got Carlson, Brodin, Hamonic, Larson, Vatanen, Ekholm. Nikitin might jump up and take over Ekholm. If Nikitin ends up being better than Ekholm by the start of the season, then Ekholm will definitely go. And then goaltenders, we've got Jonas Korpisalo and Philip Grubauer with Vehvilainen in the system. Okay. It's that right wing position. That right wing position is the one that we need the most help. So if we can get Burakovsky back, that would be helpful. He wants... okay, let's try and go for 85% of what he wants, shall we? So we might be able to do this, actually. 4.975 divided by 100 times 85. It's about 4.2. Let's go for $4 million. Will he sign with us for that much money? If he does, he would save us a couple of mil. We'd have about 2.5 mil to maybe spend on a depth centre or a depth right winger. We'll find out, I guess, won't we, folks? So, advance a day. Keep advancing. Will he sign with us? If not, we've still got him qualified as an RFA, so it doesn't matter. I can give him the money that he wants. Yeah, he rejected the offer. Fair dues. Okay, so we need to take a look at these free agents. We need a depth right winger here. Leo Komarov looks like he could be the guy to pick. And a depth centre would be quite good as well. So, Pierre Belmar is 36 years old. Jean-Sebastien Pajot is back. Charles Houdon. Let's go for Charles Houdon. Charles Houdon, I'm going to go for 2.750 mil of what you want. Then we need a depth right winger. There isn't really many right wingers available. Komarov is there at 80 overall. Hinostrosa, let's go for him. I'll give you 750 as well. Give them both 2.750 mil contracts. That makes it just over $5 million. Then we won't have enough to sign Burakovsky. So yeah, we would need to trade Ekholm. Okay, let's just see if these two sign with us, because there are a couple of depth players we could really do with, actually. Let's have a look. Hinostrosa is accepted. Houdon is accepted. Perfect. So we've got a few new players to the team. Yeah, I think we have to trade Ekholm away. Nikitin will be able to take his space, even if he's a low 80. I think it just makes sense, because it depends how much salary he's on. He's on like 3 mil, isn't he? Yeah, he's earning 3.7 mil a season, so... Ekholm, this is a business decision here. Hope you understand. Let's send him to Edmonton. I don't really have a defenseman to replace. Oh, actually. I've just signed Dustin Bufflin to 4.5 mil. Merkley, no. Delmore, no. Let's just have a look at any depth defensemen. There were a few that we found. Don't really want to go for this one because they want money back. No, that wouldn't be good for us. Pittsburgh. Who's got like the lowest salary cap out of the lot? The Carolina Hurricanes. Do they have any decent defensemen? Yes, they do. Ooh, who's upset? Brett Pesci's upset. He could be a decent player for us, but he's earning too much money. God damn it. Davis, 57 at 19. No. 2.5 mil. Bean, 2.9 mil. Oh, he's low elite though. He shoots left, so that would replace Ekholm pretty much. Okay, Matthias Ekholm for Jake Bean. Will that go through? No, fair dues. I just want to get rid of this guy. 69 mil. The Chicago Blackhawks. Haven't really had much of a look at them, have I? Vaborev or Vorobev. Connor Murphy. Wow, their defensive core sucks. Have we got any, like, high 70 guys? Nope. Okay. Who's got all the Detroit Red Wings? Can we send him to there? Danny DeKaiser. Oh, who's upset? Ryan Murphy? Ryan Murphy, yep. He's upset. Bortuzzo. Nestorov. He's 75 at 22, though. Robertson. Sariavi. But yeah, Bortuzzo. He's earning too much money. This is tough. $76 million. The thingamabobs. McInnes, 70 at 18. Brodziak, 71 at 22. Ryan Suter. No, I'm not taking that contract on. Schlemko, Stone. No, I just need to go for draft picks here, I think. I think draft picks is going to be the way to go for this. Anything else here? Nope. Yeah, let's go for draft picks. So, a team that didn't do very well this year, or a rebuilding team. The New York Rangers, they had a lot of draft picks this year. Let's try and send him there. Brady Shea. Brandstrom. Oh, this is good. Brandstrom, 81 at 21. Please say he shoots left. He shoots left. We're going to go for him. We're going to go for him. He's on a really cheap contract. I don't mind chucking in a draft pick. What are the players? Skaters matching the block. I can chuck in Burakovsky if they want, but that would really handcuff us at the right wing. Draft picks. I wouldn't mind chucking in a second from 2023. So, Ekholm and a second round pick from the 2023 draft for Eric Brandstrom from the New York Rangers. Will that go through? No, okay. Okay, fair dues, fair dues. Let's go a second round from this year. Will that go through? No, okay. Okay, so if we go a second from next year and another roster player. I think this could work out for us, though. I think this could work out for us. What's going on here? Okay, you all right here, game? Yeah, you good? Okay, good. Okay, so let's go skaters matching the block. Kokoek isn't part of it. Oh, yeah, we could trade Petterstrom or something. But I'd rather not, actually. Philip Ahl, would that be good? Petrovic, 58 at 19. We drafted him this year, didn't we? Oh, he's a 2020 first round pick. Petrovic, yeah. Yeah, should we try? Let's take out the second round pick then, actually. So, Ekholm and our first round pick of the 2020 NHL entry draft for Brandstrom. Will that go through? No. Ah! Right, let's throw in a third round pick then. We're almost there, folks. Third round pick from this year. Will that go through? Oh my god. Petrovic and a second from next year. No, I don't want to chuck in a third and a fourth. Third this year, fourth next year. Will that go through? Oh, can I choose the final thing? Nope, I can't. Wait, one moment. Will that go through? Oh my god! Right, okay. So, maybe just chuck in rookie skaters matching the block. They want Petterstrom. Should I chuck in Petterstrom? He's 73 at 21 years old. He's not going to be elite anytime soon. But I don't want to give up the chance that he might actually be elite. Oh, I don't know, ladies and gents. I do not know. Goalies matching the block? No. Oh, my God. A second round from this year. Brandstrom, where was he drafted? He was a first round pick of the New York Rangers. 81 overall at 21. Wow, his hand-eye is 99. Second round this year and a third round next year. Ekholm for a second round this year and a third round next year. Will that go through? I'm going to retain $500,000 of his salary. Will that go through? Oh my god. Okay, fair play. They're not interested. I don't really know what to do here. We do kind of need to trade Matthias Ekholm away. In order to get more money for Burakovsky. Let's just sim to next season, shall we? We can make a trade towards the start of the season. We've tried far too many times to try and get a trade to work here. Let's go up to here, the first. So the Laval Lasers missed out on the playoffs on quite a decent go. Olsen accepted his offer. Good. Okay, welcome back to the team, Olsen. Thanks for joining us today on this lovely day. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, yeah, we did upgrade our club seats. What can you do, folks? What can you do? Why not? So, let's have a look at what's going on. It's me again. Burakovsky, well, I did give him a offer. Doesn't look like he signed it, though. So, that's something it looks like we'll have to deal with maybe at the start of next episode. I want to see how this team is next season. I want to see if any of these, like, awesome guys have grown. Awesome. So it's the end of free agency now. This episode's going to be almost an hour long, maybe even an hour long. God, you can tell that I really enjoy doing these videos more than, say, like, the first episode of the season. Laval Lasers, multiple morale changes, having new players on the teams, because I didn't really sign many players to them. Available funds, wonderful. Got a couple of things we need to upgrade and maintain for next season. I just want to see what's going on here, really. View owner goals. We are a contender. I think we're a champion, but touche. So, set captains. Who was the captain last year? Erik Karlsson's the captain this year. Al's actually made the roster. Interesting. Wow, yeah, we are really lacking. Nikitin's on the lineup. Van der Sompel's here as well. So, in terms of who I think should be the captain this year, maybe it is Erik Karlsson. Who was our captain last year? I can't even remember for the life of me who our captain was last year. Was it Ryan Spooner or something? I'd have to go back and watch it, I must admit. Do we want... You know what? Yeah, Taylor Hall, do we really want Nick Ritchie as the captain? Nah, let's take it off Ritchie and give it to Larkin. Larkin played well last year. He led us in the playoffs. He deserves it. Erik Karlsson, do we want you as the captain? Yeah, all right. All right. Okay, so... oh, no, that's changing the number. Oh, yeah, can you just have... What number was he? Wasn't he like 65? I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Erik Karlsson was 65, so we'll let him change his number this year. Actually, no, I quite liked him as 62. Nah, no, we'll let him have that. That's fine. So, edit lines. Let's see if any of our players have grown. So, Sveshnikov has dropped. Ramsey's up at an 84. Look at that. Our first round draft pick only a couple of years ago is an 84 overall. That is sweet. Nice job, dude. Anderson's up at an 82 overall. He's a third scoring line centre, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. Third scoring line centre, third scoring line. So Hudon, it would make sense if you were up on that wing. Ritchie's up at a 85. Reinhardt's dropped to an 82. Hinostrosa's up at an 80. Defence. Larsson's up at an 83. Brodin, Karlsson. Ekholm's still at a 79. Nikitin is a 79 as well, so we're going to stick him in the lineup instead. He deserves the playing time. He's played well. So left-right, we've got a left-right here, and then we've got a right-right here. Okay, fair dues. Yeah, it'll do. So we've got a two-way defenseman. Each of our left defensemen are two-way defenders. Korpisalo's up at an 87, 83 for you. Van der Sompel, 75. Matthias Ekholm at a 79. So, if we really want to help this team out, getting Burakovsky back into the lineup would help. Yeah, if we get Andrei Burakovsky back on the lineup, then Ritchie could play first line still. Sveshnikov drops to the third line. Hinostrosa drops to the fourth line. Sveshnikov is a second line forward technically. But then, Andrei Burakovsky can slot in here and Hinostrosa goes down. Zierkal's, I mean, it's good that he's there and it's good that these guys are here, but it's not really good enough, is it? Ramsey, Anderson, and Sveshnikov could be a pretty decent lineup here. Drew Ramsey. He's been the storied player so far. Nikitin finally, from the 2017 draft, 22 years old, he's finally good enough to make the roster as a medium elite player. So we're finally starting to see some of our draft picks make their way onto the roster, which is nice. Sam Reinhardt's 82 overall. He's a first line forward, though, technically. So we'll stick him up there, see if he grows at all. If not, we're going to probably trade him at the deadline, let's be honest. Ramsey, you're a left winger as well. Yeah, okay. So I think that's fine. Actually, no, we didn't check the minors, did we? We didn't check roster moves. So let's go to roster moves and see what happens. Roster moves. Who have we got in the system? Kreisky at a 77 overall. He's a fourth line forward, actually. So, yeah, maybe that's the right move to make. So, if we go defense, how many defensemen have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't need 8. Van der Sompel, you can go down to the minors because you're a minor top 2. In the system. Well, he's the only defenseman in the system. Great. Wow. I haven't really paid much attention to the system this year, have I? Lee's up at a 76. You know what? I'm going to try Lee up. We drafted him in the 5th round this year. I'm going to try him as our centre. Why not? Green's a 74. Petstrom's a 75. These are all the players. And I said, wow, we really did not sign any players. So go best lines for now. I think what we could do is, before we finish, Christiani, if we scratch you... Sorry, bud. I'm going to bring in Christopher Lee. Is it Christopher Lee? Colin Lee, sorry. So we're getting a bit of youth infused into our lineup. Good, good. The defence looks pretty decent. Slightly less than last year, but what can you do? Okay, so I feel that's done. Let's go back to free agents. We need to trade Ekholm away, but we need to get some guys for the AHL. So free agents, let's just pick up a few guys for the AHL. So Dahlstrom, yep. Join the team. Yep, Dahlstrom. Valiev. Yep, you can join the team as well. Kyle Clifford. You're 30 years old. You're a fourth line forward. No thanks. Marichin, if you want a contract as well. So we've got four more defensemen now total. Tyler Mott, if you want to go down in the minors as well. Bo Bennett, if you want to go down in the minors. You guys are all going to be sent down to the minors. So 74 at 24. Restricted free agent Stenlund. Yeah, let's sign him. Let's sign him to 1 mil. If we sign him to 1 mil, we don't have to give him a pick. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so if we just sign a few depth guys for the AHL, that means the Laval Lasers team will be much better. I'd rather do that than just, like, completely neglect them. Or just give them a couple of players in each team. If we actually get a decent defensive core there, then that'll be good. So let's see if a few players... Okay, so Bennett is signed, Marichin, Mott, Dahlstrom, Valiev. Stenlund rejected. Okay, but I do want to sign this Stenlund guy. He looks like he could be a stud. He looks like we might be able to get something decent for him. So free agents, let's have a look. So Stenlund, 77 at 24 years old. We'll go $1.2 million, no picks required, perfect. We need Andrei Burakovsky's 84 overall. I'll give you the $3 million you want. I'll give 2.775. Can you go for that much money, bud? Rob O'Gara doesn't really want to sign, but we could do with signing him. There you go. That would make up, I think, our defensive group. Something like that, maybe. So if we, let's go to roster moves again. Just want to make sure none of those players that we signed have ended up on the roster. Have any of you ended up? All Lee Zierkaus. No, that's fine. Oh, Zierkaus is a minor scorer, though. So maybe if we send Zierkaus down, either Tierney can play, or we can get Tyler Mott's a depth forward. Kreisky. Maybe Tyler Mott in there. Yeah, well, we'll bring Tyler Mott up instead. So if we go best lines for now. Kreisky's a 77 overall. He might actually make it to the team next year. We'll advance a few more days. We've tried to sign Andrei Burakovsky. That would help our team tremendously. That would actually have a new best right winger. So if we keep going, let's see. Oh, perfect. Andrei Burakovsky, welcome back to the team, son. O'Gara's here. Stenlund has accepted our offer. They've chosen not to match the offer. Okay, so we've also got Stenlund. Welcome to the team, son. Okay, so let's do a bit of work here. Scouting assignment first. So this episode has run over an hour. Terribly sorry about that, folks. Go a month in the queue. Why not? Okay, so I think we've got a decent position. I don't think this team is as good as last year. But I think we've got some good stuff here. So roster moves. Let's just make sure none of those players that we picked up. Except for Burakovsky, of course. Philip, Arl, you're fourth. Lee, you're fourth. Depth forward. Yep. That's fine. Okay, so if we go to in the system, Burakovsky needs to come up. We don't have the salary cap space for it, do we? Do we? Oh, perfect. Okay, brilliant. So that means in the system, Christiani can go down. Oh, but I really don't want to screw over Christiani. But there's not really a space for him on the roster. No, he'll be the next guy up. We've got 21 players on the roster. No, I think that'll work. Matthias Ekholm's up to an 80 again. So that's good. So we might leave him as a depth guy. So let's just take a look at these lines again. Team chemistry caution. Team status champion. There you go. So we're looking like we can compete. So if we go best lines here. Tierney, I don't really want you playing there. Instead, I'd like Lee to play. I just want to see how he plays. If he doesn't play very well, I'll send him back down. So Hall, Larkin, Burakovsky on the first line. He's a second line forward. So if we swap them over. Richie Anderson, Burakovsky. Sveshnikov, swap with Ramsey. Hudon, actually go there. Yep, that's fine. You're a second line forward though too, aren't you? Hiddestros up. We're going to put Sveshnikov on the fourth line, actually. He didn't really play too well for us last season. Brodin, Carlson, Larson, Vatanen, Ekholm, Hamonic. Going to try Nikitin for the first 10 games of the season, see how he does. Give these young guys a chance. Then Korpisalo group out. Right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's sim to the start of the season and we'll see what happens. So our chemistry as a team, can't really see that at the moment. But let's sim to the start of the year. We've got some more guys in the AHL as well, which is good. Kind of fleshed out that roster. Let's see how we do. So allocate budget. Yes, please. This took a lot longer than some of them. We actually managed to pick up some decent guys, though. If this Lee guy manages to make the team the first year, I will be so impressed. We add some more to you. Oh, actually, promotions that much. Yeah, that's fine. Safe budget. Perfect. Auto-assign promotion nights for me. I really can't be asked. Okay, so we're getting some wins in pre-season. That's a good sign. Okay, we take a loss. Fair dues. Brodeen was injured for a little while, but the good thing is he's back on the team. It's going to be a good year for rookies. Okay, good to know. Couple more wins in the pre-season. Waivers are automatically in effect. So 5-2-0 after the pre-season. I think that's pretty good going. And then we will start our season against the Boston Bruins. So next episode, we will go into year 5. It's Stanley Cup or bust next year, ladies and gentlemen. Can the new Captain Carlson lead the Quebec Nordiques to a Stanley Cup? We will find out next episode. But yes, I'm going to end this video here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for a very, very long episode here. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.